All right, and we are live. What's up, everybody in the chat? And of course, as always, we have Bearcat with us. He can say hello.
Yep,
Hey guys, Bear from Bearcat.
yep, and I'll update the description in just a minute. I haven't put his link in the description yet, but it will be there shortly. So
Yeah.
check that out once I get that on there. And as you can see on the video tonight, Victor's not going to be drawing tonight, just kind of taking a break.
No, I'm kind of tired. I really don't know if I'm gonna draw during the week because there's so much stuff I want to think about, and I don't want to be wore out doing adult things all day, not living in my mom's basement. So, I have adult things to do. So by the time I get home in the evenings, I don't really want to. I don't know. I'm just tired. It's better on Saturdays.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to make the drawing thing just a special Saturday kind of deal.
Yeah, because I still like doing it. I just get, like I said, I got so much stuff to do during the day. Just.
Yep, and just want to say hi to everybody in the live chat right now. We have quite a few people already. Um, the Illuminati Boy, Lego2390, Joshua Saldua, Junior Bricks and Gaming, and uh, Peach Lock Cove. So hello
So
to
hello to
everybody.
everybody there.
Yeah, and so tonight, as you can tell by the topic of the video, it literally says topic pending.
Yeah.
So I think we're just gonna kind of like talk about some current events, basically, like
Yeah.
what's been going on lately.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what we want to talk about anyway. So
Yeah, that's what kind of we've been talking about amongst ourselves anyway. Um, like some of the craziness that's been going on in the news.
Yeah.
And not even talking about the political stuff, because like that's a whole nother story, like with the government shutdown and all that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into all that. I don't have time. I don't care.
Right. um, so yeah, that's crazy. But some of the other crazy stuff that's not political, like the school shooting today in
Yeah,
Kentucky.
see, like I don't know nothing about that. Y'all tell me about that.
Well, from what I read, it happened this morning, basically, and it was a 15-year-old guy that shot basically his classmates, from what I understand. There were, I believe, 19 people injured, although of the 19, 14 had gunshot wounds. I guess the other five either got
Okay, so he
trampled.
hated this group for
Yeah.
whatever reason. So he was a Star Wars boy living in his mom's basement, and he got aggressive. I don't know. I'm just making that up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because he's underage, they won't really release any information about him, or the last I saw anyway, that they won't. But like I know that two people have died already. Like there was a 15-year-old girl that died at the scene.
Well, that's terrible.
And there was a 15-year-old guy that died. He didn't die immediately. He got airlifted to a trauma center, and then he died there.
Oh man, I'd rather die on the spot, dude. That'd be rough.
Than to suffer.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's going on, and what else is going on in the news, and.
Well, hang on. There's some people in the live chat. It sounds like not everybody heard about that school shooting. Yeah, there was a school shooting in Kentucky. I believe it was Marshall County, is what it said. Marshall County High is where it was.
Yeah.
And I heard something about, I think there was another school shooting yesterday in Texas, but I don't know anything about that one.
I don't know. Like I said, do what now?
I'm trying to pull some stuff up on it right now.
Like you said, I didn't know about it until y'all told me about it. I've been out doing stuff, so I didn't know nothing about it. Y'all are the ones that told me about it. I didn't even know about that, so yeah, so I mean like that. But
yeah, apparently yesterday it was at Italy High School in Texas. And Joshua, no, we're not gonna play Roblox.
No.
Just anyway, I'm not ignoring you. There's the answer.
Yeah, just that we're not playing Roblox.
Yeah, sorry.
That's not of our times.
Yeah, and yeah, the Illuminati boy, another one. Really, I know it is getting ridiculous how many school shootings there are. I know, like I said, I haven't read a whole lot about the one yesterday in Texas, but the one today, like, I don't know what the reasoning was, but I know that they took the guy into custody, and he didn't fight them at all when they took him into custody.
Some people just accept their fate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
You typically expect those to end badly, though.
Yeah.
Right.
It ended badly with the shooter offing himself or committing police suicide or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess we're thinking that because most of the time it's like a little bit older people. We're talking about a 15-year-old that was doing the shooting, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that may be the reason that it didn't end that way.
I mean, I think people are under a lot of stress right now. They don't... Cell phones, like, I guess, well, in our day, didn't really exist all that much, so... It's like... Nowadays, everybody's in constant communications, and they're tearing everybody apart, and it's like they don't have any empathy. So, you know... Like, back in my day, if you had a bully, it was like a personal bully. You knew that bully. You knew that person. Like, you didn't know, like, a million different people on the internet just being like, oh, I'm gonna, mess you up and don't even know who you are. So...
Yeah, the number of people who have done, like, Facebook Live suicides is, like, unbelievable. I mean, yeah, we've heard about a few, but there's actually been a ton of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And yeah, Sean Sanford has kind of a random question, and I'll address it. Do the nuclear attack threats freak you out?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they really don't. They don't scare me.
Like, here's the thing about the nuclear threat. The country that has the nuclear threat or whatever is stuck in, like, 1950s times. And you're dealing with a superpower of an Earth, which is us, that has been basically the superpower since, like, 1945 after the World War II.
Yeah,
and so,
we're also talking about a country that less than a year ago, when they tried to set off one of their bombs, they actually blew
up their own stuff.
Yeah,
so,
they blew up one of their own cities.
Yeah.
So...
Like, you have less to fear about that than a lot of people would like to tell you.
I know that it scares a lot of people.
But that's been a generation thing. In the 80s, they were afraid of Russia doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it's been around. Like, everybody's afraid of nuclear holocaust. But at this point, I wouldn't be afraid of that group.
Yeah.
Now, if I wake up tomorrow and like, there's some horrific attack or whatever, I'll say, I messed up. We should have been worried about them. But,
Well, the way I see it, it's not something that, like, you personally or I personally can do anything about.
Yeah, that's totally out of our control.
Yeah, so I don't want to spend my time worrying
about it.
Living
in a bunker.
Right. I don't want to stress about it or worry about it because, it's not something that I can do anything about.
Yeah, so I mean, like, what you gonna do about it? Cry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be fair, it's not like we haven't had defenses in place for this since the Cold War.
Yeah, and we technically, with the country everybody's worried about, like, we've technically never ended our war with that country. So, it's not like we don't know that that's a threat. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and CJ Rules is asking how our day has been right after, all this bomb test lots and stuff.
It's been okay. It's just long, gotta do adult stuff and, kind of just chilling out. That's why I don't really feel like drawing right now. Because, like, sometimes I just rather just talk than, do that. But I do want to plug my merch. Like, I do have a couple merch, and somebody needs to buy a merch of something of mine. For the love of God, buy a merch of mine.
Yeah, we've got t-shirts and mugs that we've got available right now. I am going to put more stuff on there that Vic has drawn.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of designs. I've just been so tired and wore out from the weekend of actually getting it all set up that we haven't had time to do anymore.
Yeah, like, he's the talent, and then I get it all organized and actually put it on the website.
Yep, so that's how that works. So that's why it takes a while.
Yep, and welcome, Super Pumpkinhead.
Yep.
Anyway, so, yeah. the news lately has been insane. Like, I know most, if not everybody, has heard about the crazy couple in California with 13 kids.
Oh, dude, that guy drives me nuts. Like, I'm gonna like do my rant here about this dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, this dude in California, basically, like, okay, first of all, like, California, I understand you got problems. Like, you're a state with issues. But if you got, like, a bunch of kids that you're claiming to be in homeschool and you, like, shackle them to cheers and stuff, and you don't have a state rep going out checking out your, like, homeschool group, I mean, like, that's kind of messed up. And I really blame the state of California for all those kids getting messed up out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't believe that they never checked on them. They never investigated or, like, inspected, I guess, the so-called Sandcastle School or whatever.
Yeah. What's up with that state of California?
And, like, the dad was listed as the principal, and, I mean, like, who knows if he had any kind of qualifications to even be a principal.
Dude, the guy was, well, I can't really say the words, but, you know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
And Super Pumpkinhead, we have nothing against homeschooling.
I even actually went homeschool 1 year, but I'd rather go to school. Like, yeah. I actually decided to go back to school.
And 2 of our nieces were homeschooled up until last year.
Or, I know it's been like a couple of years ago.
Oh, well, a couple of years ago. But still.
And then, y'all made some point I wanted to, in Arkansas, you know, there's no real qualification for that either, right? It's just up to the board, the school board for that area to okay the parent to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe there needs to be some kind of regulation for that, so we don't have, like, cult schools running around.
Right.
You know, where their kids are chained to beds and they have to go to the bathroom on themselves and, you know.
Definitely. But, like, I'm not trying to defend, like, you know, we need to have better rules, but, like, my niece was homeschooled from 13 up, and all we had to do was submit a plan every year as to what we were going to teach her, and then she still had to take the standardized testing, and that was it. It blew me away because I was like, wow, we could be telling her all kinds of wrong stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's crazy. I don't know. Like, it just seems like, I don't know. And plus, I think one thing that this generation could really benefit from is actually going to school. I think they need the social interactions. Because I learned a lot of stuff in school that you don't learn from homeschool. You know? Like, just life lessons, like dealing with people and, you know, I don't know. It just seems like the public school atmosphere may not be the best learning apparatus, but you do seem to learn different things going to regular school, so.
Yeah. I mean, that's totally like a catch-22. Like, on one hand, you got, you learn how to interact with people, and you learn that the world is a really cruel place. And then, but if you go to homeschool, you get a better education.
Yeah, I mean, I think, but I think when I was a kid, I think I'd rather learn that life's not fair way back when than get to be like 35 and then just start crying. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, no, I mean, yeah, definitely, because we're seeing that with my niece now. She started college when she was 16, but she's still going, and she's trying to work now, too, and it just bum-puzzles her that she can't do everything on her own, and she can't afford to rent a place, and this isn't fair, and that isn't fair, and this isn't fair, and it's like, sweetie, you work 20 hours a week. This is life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the thing. Life wakes up real quick, and you learn how that you got to pay a mortgage or a rent or a light bill.
And sorry, kind of interrupting you guys, but Sean Sanford in the live chat was asking how many years those kids were chained. Um, that's not really known at this point. The well, so-called kids, they were actually they range from ages 2 to
And don't they have
29.
to have a DNA test? They don't really even know if they're that guy's kids or not yet.
Yeah, like
So
they're just assuming they are at this point, but they are going to do testing to
yeah.
make sure. But so it could be as many as 29 years. But I don't think they were chained their whole life.
Well, they said that that guy at that Texas house said that he found ropes tied to their beds back then. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty sure the 29-year-old's seen some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I'm just saying, like even the woman's sister said that like she was pretty much basically up the creek way back when. And
Yeah, because they were talking like 11 years since they left the Texas house, and at that point the house had feces thrown everywhere and dead pets everywhere and rope and
yeah,
every
no,
door had a lock on it.
yeah, it was weird. And the guy said that like the Texas house or whatever, they had like blood scratch walls and stuff, and they thought an animal did it, but it was like actually their kids.
And the craziest thing that I think I've read about all of that kind of stuff, or maybe not the craziest, but one of the crazy things that I read was that when the family was living in Texas, one of the older girls actually did run away from home back then, which was
Yeah.
many years ago, but it didn't really say who per se, but a local person or whatever picked the girl up and brought her back to the family rather than like taking her to the police
Well,
or
that's
anything like
Texas
that.
for you. You know,
Well, and
good law-abiding citizens.
well, and we don't know what the girl told whoever it was
Yeah.
that picked her up. But I would think if you were running away, you would tell them something was wrong at home.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about like I know they said she was 16 or 17 when she ran away, but you're talking about a young kid that the parent was probably, or the person who was taking her home was probably just like, that's nice, sweetie.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
leave me
like,
home.
I understand it, but at the same time, I don't know, like, it's 50-50 question. Like, if I saw a mountain, I don't know, I'd have to have been in a situation, I guess.
Yeah,
And she never said anything.
yeah, that's true. I mean, like,
Well, they said 2 escaped when they were trying to get free, and 1 went back because it was too scared.
well, because it was one of the younger
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. So it may have just been, like, paralyzed with fear and just, like, oh my god, I've escaped, but I'm scared.
Well, and another thing too is that the one that escaped back in Texas, it's very possible that she had never been around any other adults and didn't know if she could trust anybody else either.
All she knows that's how the whole world was.
Exactly. And Joshua in the live chat, I'm not ignoring you about Minecraft. Um, we would maybe consider playing Minecraft. Not sure if we would upload that or not, but maybe. And yeah, we're not hating on Texas either. We
Oh no, we have a
we
lot of people in Texas. We're just saying
yeah,
stuff.
we live right next door to Texas. We're in Arkansas, so we're not hating
Yeah.
on Texas.
Yeah, go Texas.
What was that?
Pretty much my mom's whole side of the family is from Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, we don't hate people from Texas, so don't take that out of context.
And Gladiator Bricks Productions is asking us if we have kids and says that he thinks we would make awesome parents. I appreciate the thought. Actually, I'm fairly certain that I'm not able to have children. That is an issue to take up with God. But yeah, I don't think I'm capable. So no, I don't have kids and probably won't ever.
Yeah, we don't take that personal.
No, just one of those facts of life.
That was like a real jaw-dropping moment there. You just kind of dropped a what do they call that? TV drama moment, and everybody's all shocked and they don't want to get over it.
Yeah.
And Joshua, I don't think we're not gonna play Roblox, and we're not gonna do Minecraft. So.
Yeah, we've said this many times now. We're not doing toys anymore.
No. Like, sorry, I know that our Lego avatars, but that's because we've been doing Lego for so long and everybody just knows our avatars. So, yes, remember the Alamo.
Yeah, and you're right. Gladiator bricks. Technically, we could adopt kids,
but we're not gonna.
Yeah, I just if I'm gonna have kids, I want them to be mine.
Yeah, that's just the way I feel about it too. So, don't be all judgmental on us.
Yeah. And I mean, like if anything ever happened to my sister, like I would be happy to take her 3 kids.
Yeah, so and I have nieces too, so we kind of, it's not like we don't know kids or help kids out or whatever,
Yeah.
So we kind of raise kids ourselves too in a way, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
it's.
yeah,
Do what?
I was I was the father figure for my niece. Like I did the whole Watch Dogs and did the whole chaperone for her prom and everything.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm not upset about that at all, So, I mean, I don't know. So what are we talking about now? It kind of got dead silent. Everybody's talking about having kids, adopting kids.
Oh, I thought we were just kind of, it just kind of drifted into that.
We're doing random conversations, guys. We're not doing, the old school stuff anymore, so.
Yeah, and
I mean,
And Joshua, we are going to keep making videos. It just won't be toy videos anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we will do regular videos too. It's just not gonna be Lego videos anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And Lego 2390. I think earlier you were asking us to talk about Japanese culture or something to that effect. It's not that I'm opposed to talking about it, but I honestly don't know a whole lot about it.
I don't know nothing about it, so I can't really say, oh, I know a lot about Japanese culture. The greatest thing from Japan I know about is Dragon Ball, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. What's going on?
Yeah, and the Illuminati boy, yes, I saw you saying that too. Both of you guys were saying that. Sorry, I didn't mention you.
But we meant it as a random statement, guys. We're not doing Roblox or Minecraft. Sorry.
And Marshall, yes, God is still good.
Yeah, God is still good. And he does love Texas. Let's see here. I don't know.
So, we only spent just a couple of minutes talking about that crazy family.
Yeah, I know. We could have went a lot longer to that.
What do you think's gonna happen to all of those kids? And how many was it? I think 7 of them are actually over the age of 18.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen to all of those?
Well, they said that their brain functions are basically gone. They're not. They know how to do basic stuff, but they didn't know who cops were. They didn't know what medication was. Basically, the mom is this fat bloated pig that wanted to be Kate plus 8 number 2. So I mean, I don't know,
Yeah, I can't imagine going through something like that. I'm just wondering how many of those kids and adults there are going to be able to get over.
Well, at the same time, I think the state of California should supply them with medical care and whatever funds they need to get over with the rest of their lives because of their poor, not checking up on their homeschooling, so to speak. And the full book of the law needs to go to the parents. Basically they deserve the death penalty.
Yeah,
But,
and
you know.
I see a couple of people, Emperor Palpatine and Gladiator Brick saying adoption, and yeah, I'm sure that once they kind of take care of them,
Yeah.
once they get them like
But I
healthy.
mean, like, yeah, but you gotta look at it like this, though, too. Nobody's going to adopt a 29-year-old kid.
Well, they don't even do adoptions for people that are over 18,
Yeah,
do they?
see, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, there's like half of them that they can't adopt.
Yeah.
Well, some states won't even adopt out 17-year-olds. They just put them in foster care till they're old enough.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, and so immediately the 29-year-old one just is, like, right out on the line. So, what you gonna do with that one? So...
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I'm 29 right now, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, like, somebody my age that basically has not experienced any portion of life whatsoever. Just torture and abuse.
And the fact that you're mentally messed up at that point.
Yeah, didn't they say, I think the 29-year-old only weighed 82 pounds.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, she's physically messed up, mentally messed up, and the state needs to take care of her.
I can't
They're certainly don't have to.
Yeah, I can't imagine her ever being able to take care of herself.
Yeah, I mean, like California State Education Department needs to fully fund that. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at 29, based off an average, I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to adapt to society in a way that you can be a fully functioning member. Like, you're not ever going to be, like, you're not going to get a job that pays really good. You're not going to be able to support yourself. You're probably not going to have a concept of things like bills.
Yeah, like, you're totally, like, you're messed up, so, you know.
And if she manages to, like, somehow have a close to normal life, I mean, more power to her.
Yeah.
You know, I wish all of them all the best. I just fear the worst for them.
Yeah.
But I do believe the aunt who was coming out and talking about all this, I believe she said she was going to try and adopt the minors.
Oh, really? Because I know there were 2 aunts that came out and were talking about
there's one, like, talking about, like, some hardcore stuff, like, what their activities were.
Yeah.
And then there was one that was just... But then there was one that was literally, like, you know, crazy. And, like, basically was like, I can't forget... One of them said that she was dead to them. And the other one was just like, I'll pray for her.
Yeah.
And so, like, one of them's being, like, kind of cool, and the other one's basically like, wow, that's some sick, twisted stuff, bro. You know?
And, sorry you gotta go, Illuminati boy. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Yep, sorry. Random.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And Gladiator Bricks is saying, like, I would adopt a 29-year-old kid, and he's 22. Well, I mean, like, you may personally do it, but... You know, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, I don't think that, like, the government allows adoptions.
Yeah,
at
that's
age.
what we're talking about. Like, you can't... Legally, it's not a child. So...
You can give them all the support you want, but you can't be a guardian accountable for them at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, see, they're legally an adult, and they can't be held accountable to what you... Oops, I hit the wall. Like I hit my desk. Sorry, that was a loud bang. But yeah, you can, you just can't tell, like, people over 18 or 21 what to do. So.
What? You say that, I'm thinking I got a cousin who is, like, 32 that still have guardianship over him. He's declared mentally disabled.
I couldn't really...
Yeah, you're breaking up there, man.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think I know what's causing that.
Okay. Well, you can repeat it when you get it fixed. I was just saying that you're breaking up real bad.
Okay, did that fix it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
My Xbox decided to start downloading something. I was saying I have a cousin who's 32, maybe 33 now, that's mentally disabled, whose his parents still have guardianship over him. But think I don't think anyone can do that. I think that becomes a state thing if the parents don't take responsibility for it, which obviously you don't want to put them back in that situation.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that the whole situation is messed up, and I think that like I don't know, like I'd like to see like the trial, but I mean like really to be honest with you, with the fact that they've already basically been condemned for being guilty, I think like it's just gonna add more years. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. I'm not sure if this is probably gonna be one of those behind a closed door things because I don't think any jury in the world is gonna say anything short of life in prison or death.
Yeah, I mean like I mean like he really I don't know, but does California even do lethal injection or whatever? I doubt
No,
it.
but I was looking at it. I think they said 92 years was like the minimum charge on it.
Yeah, so I mean like they're going to prison for a long time regardless.
Yeah, I mean they'll never actually be free.
And let's be real, that guy's gonna have a very rough time in prison abusing kids. So
Oh yeah.
And did you hear what like their attorney or whatever said? Like he said that it was important for everybody to understand that they're like basically they're innocent until proven guilty, and he said that they're going to provide a vigorous defense.
I'm not sure how you defend having kids chained up in your house.
yeah, I mean like there is no defense for that. I mean like
Even if you can get around the sexual charges and the physical abuse charges and the malnutrition and the neglect, you still had multiple kids ranging from 2 to 29 chained up.
yeah, I mean like that's pretty messed up, bro. I mean
I mean,
like
that's some like chainsaw massacre that
yeah, that's some horror movie stuff going on there.
Yeah, and they said that he's charged with at least one count of a lewd act on a child under the age of 14. So we don't really know the extent of what all has been going
And
on.
I just want to point out, I don't think the DNA tests have actually come in yet, so we don't really know.
And Tree of War Productions, no, we're not talking about Daddy 05. Um, that's kind of comical that that's what you mentioned. No, we're talking about.
This guy makes Daddy 05 look like a super great dad.
We're talking about the parents in California that had the 13 kids chained up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, surely you heard about that. Their 17-year-old daughter got out and called the police, basically. Or, well, I thought they didn't know about the police, but she did dial 911.
Yeah. On a dead cell phone. Let's put that out. Like, I'd like to give the thanks to the cell phone companies for that, so that even kids that, like, can't have a chance literally get a chance.
Yeah, I think
that was pretty awesome. Like,
they always
nobody
have it.
like points out that that's cool, but the fact that like you have that emergency phone call thing, that's pretty awesome. And Emperor Palpatine just put DNA test. Yep, I agree with that.
I figure they'll be even more trouble if they find out that like they kidnapped those kids or something if they're not theirs.
Yeah, that like whoa. That's gonna be like a totally different story if they're like, oh yeah, we've been picking up kids for like 10 years now, and just tying them to our bedrooms and stuff. Like that's gonna be way sicker than it ever could have been.
Yeah, they literally said that she saw that Kate plus 8 or whatever, and wanted to be like her.
Yeah, that's messed up, dude. I mean, like, I don't know, like, that's twisted. Like, who watches K plus 8 and be like, that's what I want to do?
They
you know
said
what I mean?
That was literally the reason that they moved out to California, was to be closer to Hollywood because they wanted to be famous.
Well, they kind of got their wish. They're going to get their 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just not what they wanted. I mean, like, what are you gonna do to even like? Okay, let's say they got their wish, right? Let's say some Hollywood producer literally came to their house and was like, "Hey, we've been watching you on social media, and we see that you got a big family, and we're really interested in doing this TV show." Then they walk through the door, and there's like dead animals laying everywhere, blood scratched doors, filth everywhere, and your kids are trying to like bedposts and stuff. You'd be like, well, you're going to prison. So even if you got that magic moment that they were looking for, it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic here. Being like, I want to be famous, but I'm going to beat and abuse my children. Like,
To be fair, I don't think we can apply logic to someone on this level of insane.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, you're right. This is literally like a crazy that is like above Super Saiyan levels. Like it's insane.
I mean, and I think I told you this last night, Victor, but to me, this sounded like like they found the holy book of a house of a thousand corpses and just idolized it.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, dude, I can't say this on a live stream, but you gotta listen to what that dude did with his wife, like in a hotel room in Alabama.
no, I'll say it on the live stream because they said it on the Megyn Kelly show.
Oh yeah, they did say it on the Megyn Kelly show.
Okay, so one of the lady's sisters told Megyn Kelly basically that so they were like experimenting with different religions, experimenting with
Different partners.
yeah. So the guy drove his wife to was
Alabama.
Alabama. I couldn't think of the state for a second. Drove her to Alabama.
Yeah, to a certain motel.
Yeah, to a hotel or whatever to sleep with this guy, and he dropped her off there at the hotel. So she slept with the guy, and then they went back 1 year to the day later, like on the anniversary
Okay, but
of her sleeping with that guy.
That goes to beg the question, though. Let's break in here real quick. Okay, logic-wise. The sister says she didn't know nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she knew about that. I mean, like, okay, if you were going to tell an aspect of your life about that, but you're not going to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm starving my kids.
Yeah, but you have to think about it from a deranged mind.
Yeah.
To them, they're thinking that...
Oh, I'm getting cool points.
Right.
Yeah.
They think it... Because that sister said that she was like the wild child of the family. And she's
beyond wild child, like demented wild child, bro.
No. The sister said that the sister was the wild child.
Oh, okay.
And like that sister had always been like the goody good. Yeah, went way off the deep end there. But she had, supposedly been the good one.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to sow their wild oats that she didn't sow when she was a kid. That's why they like met the guy and
took her over there, and then they came back a year later and they did the same thing in that hotel room, right?
Right. They slept together in the hotel room on the anniversary of her sleeping with the other guy in that same hotel room.
Like see that's like a level of crazy that you can't even obtain. We are reaching levels of autism that aren't even possible.
Well, I wouldn't say autism. Like, it's really not. I wouldn't say that at all. This is insanity.
Yeah.
Pure insanity.
That's right.
Evil.
It's not autism. It is literally we're reaching levels of insanity that you cannot even reach that are possible.
Insanity and pure evil.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's really cultish, ritualistic.
Yeah, it is. And I think the woman and her sisters or whatever, they were raised Pentecostal, which I was raised Pentecostal, so I can attest to like that can like lead you to be a little weird, not to that extent.
Yeah, you're not gonna necessarily set up a school that change your children to basements, but it will make you weird, probably.
Yeah, like, not gonna deny that part. They also said that they were sexually abused by somebody in their... Wasn't it somebody in their family?
Yeah, they said some uncle or cousin of theirs, like, went through and, like, basically messed up their whole family or something, but at the same time, all the other girls, like, I know it may have messed her up even worse, but, like, I don't know, like, the rest of the sisters didn't basically go through and chain their children to their basements and stuff, you know? So, I don't know. It just seems messed up in general.
Yeah, it's like they clearly handled like dealing with the abuse very extremely differently from sister to sister.
Yeah, I mean, like, it seems like it was some different next level stuff, bro. Like,
I just
yeah.
I have a real hard time understanding why no one ever said anything. How did this go on for so long without anybody saying anything?
I don't know. Just seems kind of nuts to me.
I mean, like, and now you talk to like the neighbors and all that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I noticed something was weird over there, and they were kind of different." Well, why didn't you say something then?
Well, I can't speak for the Californians, but as far as the Texas house, they had 36 acres. My neighbor's only got two next door, and I have never actually talked to him.
Well, and they had two different houses in Texas. One of them, yeah, they had the 36 acres. So I completely understand what you're saying on that one. But there was another house in Texas before that one that they didn't have a lot of land.
Yeah. And they had to move into like a trailer or something too. And there's like one girl that played with them and was like all like, "Oh man, these kids are messed up," you know?
Yeah, I guess what I was getting at is when you live in like the more country aspect, you just don't interact with your neighbors that much.
Oh
Well,
yeah, I
yeah,
understand. We were raised like we all in this group was raised like that, so we understand that. But you know, I mean, like, but at the same time, like when you got a group of kids and you play with them and they just basically don't even tell you your name and say you gotta guess. Like, I mean, like, even when I was a kid, I'd be like, well, I'm not playing with these kids anymore or something, and I'm gonna go tell my mom how weird they are. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Even at like 10, you know what I
right.
mean?
What happened to like the whole see something, say something?
Shh, you're not allowed. I mean, if you do, whatever. So,
Well, I know one of the couple started saying they were afraid to say anything too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Nick's Bricks has a
So
good point. He says it's because in this day and age, people are so afraid of offending each other. You're
Yeah, I
absolutely
agree with
right.
that. Like, people don't want to actually get on there and, just say that, like, hey, I think you're literally abusing your children.
Well, I mean, like somebody should have at least like made an anonymous call to CPS and been like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
can't you
can you
do
just?"
that? Like, can't you do that
Yeah,
anonymously? Well, then there you go. See, like, that goes to show you how many cowards there really are out there.
yeah. Somebody needed to just be like, "Hey,
I
you
mean,
need to check on these
that's why
kids."
I kind of miss payphones in a way.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because there's some people that are just like paranoid as stuff, and they don't want to make that phone call from their own phone, and that's why payphones were kind of a good idea. You know what I mean? Even if you only have like one and put a camera on it if you need to. You know what I mean? But I mean, like that's what made payphones kind of unique in a way. So I bet people don't even know what payphones are now.
no, I mean
you know
like,
what's funny?
What?
Oh, sorry. Well, I think it's funny that we just lost our last payphone last year.
oh really?
Oh, really?
We had a gas station that kept one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think there's only they have like a physical monument out at the one by way out like a few miles from here. They have one that they actually have like an original booth, like it's an actual old phone booth, and they put like a historical landmark thing by it
Wow.
because it was like, oh wow, this is what people used to use. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't
Good
know.
grief.
I don't know. I kind of got like a serious topic tonight, but that's kind of what we want to do, guys.
Yep.
Like that's like kind of the direction we want to go because um, that's just the way it is, I guess. I mean, like I don't know what you guys think about that. I mean, like for one, I feel a lot less stressful. Like talking about stuff I want to talk about instead of stuff I'm forced to talk about.
Well, it's nice to just kind of like talk about stuff that, people our age talk about and just kind of
Yeah, like
act your own age, I guess.
yeah, act your I don't know. Like she said, act your own age. Like it's just kind of fun to do that, like have people of your own mind talk about stuff that like you think is nuts. That's kind of fun. I mean,
well, this is no different for me than when we used to hang out in college.
yeah,
Yeah, I totally agree.
yeah. I mean, like, that's kind of the atmosphere I'd like to set up. You know what I mean? Like it just seems more like people actually have honest answers. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's that's how I feel about it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that chat. Is anything going on?
Let's see. Just some people talking about like payphones and stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess we should probably talk about super chats.
Oh yeah, kind of late in the video to mention it.
Forgot about that.
But yeah, super chats, like it's kind of what keeps YouTube channels alive here lately.
Unless you're a Google preferred ad person, so
yeah. So for the other 95% of YouTube,
the rest of us that are normal.
Yeah. So if you guys like want to say something and make sure that we notice it, you can buy a super chat right underneath the little live chat option where you're typing your words in. You've got the little emoji thing, and right next to it should be a little $sign. And that is where you do super chat. Once you click on that, it'll bring up all the options to do that. And we really
appreciate that. Like, there's some people that say a bunch of stuff about ads and whatever, but really, to be honest with you guys, like, ads are basically non-existent now. So
yeah, and if you do a super chat, you can expect to actually see your name and message in the top left corner of this screen right now. You'll see it up there, and
yeah,
and also for Victor's drawings, he's gonna start doing those just on Saturdays most likely. I mean, if he feels like drawing during the week,
I'll do it during the week if I feel like it, but for the most part, like, I can't do it every day just because.
Yeah, so it's probably just going to be a Saturday thing. And since we get so many requests and suggestions, what we're going to do is we're only going to take the suggestions or requests that are in a super chat.
Yeah, because they get too many requests.
Yep.
It gets crazy. So,
we're not going to set an exact dollar amount on it or whatever, but
no, just as long as you super chat. Like, I know a lot of people ain't got a lot, but I wasn't born with a silver spoon stuck up my rear end like some people on YouTube. So, I can't buy $800 Lego sets and just expect to get it out. So, whatever.
Yeah, and Emperor Palpatine is asking, what about Friday morning?
Oh, you mean like for me to do it?
Yeah, like last week or whatever, whenever you did like your Friday morning thing.
Yeah, like I said, like I might do it this Friday morning because I mean, like everybody's been asking for it. Yeah, I might do it on Friday.
Yeah, and
just depends.
I'll be at work then, so I won't be here.
But... yeah, I'll decide. I'll let you know. And besides that, we stream on Thursday anyway, so I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know Thursday night when we stream if there's going to be a Friday morning one. So, and I guess for those of you who weren't here at the beginning when we were talking about our merch, I'll go ahead and mention it again.
Yeah, it's like you have to do advertisements during your own videos.
Yeah. I mean, like, so we're selling t-shirts and mugs and random stuff like that now. Like, we're going to add some more designs soon, but we just have a few up right now. But if you guys are interested in checking that out, there is a link in the description. Like, the description, like, I think it's like the top line of the description right now. It just says check our merch, and there's a link there. So click that and you can check it out. And if you're not old enough to buy it yourself, maybe you can talk your parents into buying it for, like a Christmas,
Gifts
well,
or
a little late
something.
for Christmas,
Yeah.
but birthday present or something like
just
that.
something, because, like, it really help us out. Like, I know, like, a lot of people don't care. I understand that. Like, nobody cares. I get that. Like, and they have no empathy. But, I mean, like, if we've been going YouTube for a long time, we're just trying to keep out, like, help you guys, like, do stuff, shout outs in the chats, doing live streams with you guys. Trying to do the best we can. And I understand cruelty exists in the planet. I get that. But, we're just trying to do the best we can, guys.
And yes, we are absolutely going to go see Jurassic World. Probably like opening night, we're going to go see that. Actually, I think that would be a perfect one to do a movie review on.
Yep. Oh, well, yeah, I'll definitely do a movie review on that one. But it won't be negative.
Well, no, even if there's something you don't like about it, like, it's still going to be...
I'll tell you if I don't like something, but I'm not going to be, like, super negative about it.
Right.
I don't know. So I guess we'll close up in the next 9 minutes or so. So if you guys want something to say in the chat, better say it now.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to Bearcat. The link to his channel is in the description, so you can check him out and watch some of his videos. And I know he and Kat are going to be uploading more soon, like some tattoo videos that I've been waiting to see.
I swear it's coming out at some point.
It's okay. You're an adult. You have things to do. Like, you go to a day job, and there's some things that some people don't get. But when you get older, you just got stuff you got to do. Pay taxes, pay the light bill, the mortgage. Go to work. Do what now? You kind of cut out.
I was saying doctor visits, like I swear Cat's at a doctor visit like every other day now.
Man,
that's getting rough, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I mean, like, that's life. I mean, like, I wish we could all be permanently 21 forever, perfect health till we die. But
yeah, Emperor Palpatine says Victor hating a Jurassic World movie. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, if I come out and say that I hate that movie, trust me, I will let you know. But it's highly unlikely. Just letting you know.
I'm just gonna say right now, that'll never happen.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
As long as there's dinosaurs in the movie,
no, as long as they show the T-Rex, and that's supposed to be Rexy. And people don't realize the Cantosaurus is in that. And I've been waiting for that one for a long time, since I was a kid, because I was an action figure that I could never buy, and I really wanted that dinosaur. And they're gonna have the T-Rex eat its head off or whatever. Really? In that trailer. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch that and I'm gonna love that. So yeah,
blue milk.
Do what, Josh? You're breaking up.
Is y'all's poll still open for the bleep sound?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, the poll was like Lego sounds, of course. So I don't know. I think we lost him.
No, I heard you. It gave me the notification on that twice, so I thought maybe y'all had closed it.
Oh, that's weird. No,
yeah, I got it last night, and then right before the stream, it popped up again.
Okay.
Well, I posted something else on the community tab right before the stream.
Trying to get it going, so.
Yeah, I posted a link to this video on the community tab right before this.
Yeah.
The notification I got took me straight back to the poll, so I don't know what that was about.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That stuff's all screwy right now, so. And I guess we're just gonna go ahead and call it quits here in a minute, guys.
Yeah, I see some other
Stream
people
seems to be dying out.
Like Lego Ewoks gotta go. People got stuff they gotta do. We got stuff we gotta do too.
People gotta be doing life.
Yep, gotta do life. So, thank you to everybody who's been with us tonight. We are gonna have another stream on Thursday. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, we have our stream schedule set there, but you know, sometimes we do random ones at different times too.
We may do a random one, and that's just because we want to do a stream. So
yeah, the times that we have listed are just kind of the ones that we guarantee we're gonna stream.
yeah,
Those times definitely, but random streams are likely to happen. So stay tuned. And if you don't want to miss any of our streams, make sure you have the notifications turned on.
yeah.
You just do that by clicking the little bell next to our name on the channel or whatever.
And Platoon just joined. I'm sorry. We got to go here in a minute.
Yeah, and I hate you just joined, Platoon, but we're about to leave. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bear, do you want to like talk about your channel for a minute before we go?
Sure. So I'm Bear from Bearcat, and we're trying to get videos up. Like I said earlier, Cat's got a lot of medical problems, and we both got full-time jobs, but they're coming. I'm doing D&D and blogs, and Cat's video is supposed to be about her tattoo, and she's wanting to talk about her piercings and other stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Well, I guess we will go ahead and end this one. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, bye everybody.